The city was quiet, the night sky heavy with a soft mist. Marcus Hale, a tall black man in his mid-40s, drove his black sedan steadily through the dimly lit streets. His suit jacket rested neatly on his shoulders, his tie loosened just enough after a long day at the office. He carried himself with the calm confidence of someone used to authority, but also the quiet weariness of someone too familiar with the suspicion his skin color often brought. The calm was shattered when red and blue lights ignited behind him. The sharp cry of a siren echoed, bouncing between the buildings. Marcus sighed, pulling his car to the side. He knew this drill far too well. Out of the cruiser strode Officer Bradley Connor, broad-shouldered, mid-30s, a swagger in his step that screamed arrogance. His hand rested near his holster, as if the world was always a threat. He leaned into Marcus's window, voice sharp. "License and registration." Marcus offered a polite nod. "Of course, officer. May I ask why I was stopped?" Connor's smirk was laced with disdain. "You were driving too slow. Only people up to no good creep around here." Marcus kept calm, moving carefully to retrieve his papers. "I wasn't hiding anything. Just heading home from work." Connor snatched the license and looked at it briefly, unimpressed. His eyes darted between Marcus's suit and the car he drove. The suspicion deepened, sharpened by prejudice. "You live around here?" "Yes, a few blocks away." Connor scoffed. "Figures. Flashy car, fancy suit. What do you do for a living, huh?" Marcus answered steadily. "I work in law enforcement." That only fed Connor's smugness. "Don't try to play that card with me. You think dropping that line's gonna get you out of this?" Marcus remained calm, but a quiet storm brewed behind his eyes. Connor tapped the roof of the sedan and snapped, "Step out of the vehicle." Marcus's jaw tightened. "Officer, I haven't done anything wrong." "That wasn't a request. Out. Now." Marcus exited slowly, his movements measured, his posture dignified. His tall frame emerged from the car like a shadow cutting through the headlights. Connor shoved him toward the hood. "Hands on the car!" Marcus inhaled deeply, placing his palms on the cold metal. Connor began patting him down aggressively. It wasn't about safety. It was about humiliation. His hands pressed into Marcus's pockets, tugged at his jacket, frisking with unnecessary force. As cars passed by, slowing to witness the spectacle, Connor smirked wider. He wanted them to see. He wanted Marcus stripped of dignity. "You know what's funny?" Connor sneered. "Guys like you always say you're innocent, always playing the victim, but I can smell trouble from a mile away." Marcus closed his eyes briefly, centering himself. He knew rage would only fuel Connor's ego. Silence was his strength, for now. When the search revealed nothing, Connor shoved Marcus back upright. "Where exactly did you say you're headed?" "Home, 3 blocks away," Marcus replied evenly, adjusting his jacket. "Yeah, sure," Connor mocked. "You don't belong here. I should haul you in, see what you're really hiding." Marcus looked him dead in the eyes. "Are you sure that's what you want to do?" There was no fear in his tone, only certainty. A certainty Connor couldn't quite place, but arrogance blinded him too much to care. Connor reached for his radio. "All right, let's run you in." Marcus's voice cut through the night, calm but commanding. "Before you take another step, officer, listen carefully. I've given you respect. I've complied with everything. But now you need to understand who you're dealing with." Connor smirked, rolling his eyes. "Oh yeah? Who am I dealing with? Some lawyer? A preacher? Don't make me laugh." Marcus stepped closer, eyes burning with controlled fire. "My name is Marcus Hale. I am the head of internal affairs for this department." The words hit like a hammer. Connor froze, his smirk collapsing. "Internal affairs?" Marcus slid a black leather wallet from his jacket, flipping it open to reveal a gleaming badge. The gold letters read, Internal Affairs Division, Chief Investigator. Connor's face drained of color. He stumbled back. Shit, you're serious? Marcus's voice sharpened. You profiled me. You stopped me without cause. You humiliated me in public, and you enjoyed it. Connor stuttered, sweat dripping down his temple. I didn't know, sir. Please, I didn't. You didn't care, Marcus snapped. That badge on your chest is supposed to protect people. Instead, you used it to degrade them. That is not caution. That is corruption. Connor's swagger evaporated, leaving only fear. Please, sir, don't put this in a report. I can change. I'll do better. Marcus's eyes hardened. Change isn't a choice anymore. Accountability is coming. Every complaint on your record will be reviewed by me, personally. By tomorrow, your career will be under the light you've been hiding from. Connor's head dropped, shame crushing him. Marcus slid his badge back into his pocket, adjusted his jacket, and prepared to leave. He opened his car door, then turned back for one last word. You know, Officer Connor, the uniform doesn't make the man. The man makes the uniform, and tonight you proved you don't deserve yours. Connor stood frozen, shame carved across his face. He didn't respond because there was nothing left to say. Marcus started his engine. The black sedan pulled away slowly, headlights cutting through the mist. The patrol car's red and blue lights dimmed, leaving Connor alone in the silence. For the first time in years, that silence wasn't power. It was judgment. The next morning, Internal Affairs had Connor's file on their desk. Every complaint, every incident. His badge no longer carried invincibility, only scrutiny. And Marcus Hale? He continued his work, carrying the weight of justice on his shoulders. For him, it wasn't about vengeance, it was about truth, about proving that prejudice and arrogance, no matter how long they went unchecked, would always be exposed. Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join us for more powerful stories about justice, equality, and real change. Your support helps us share voices that need to be heard. Subscribe now and never miss the next story.